Atlas family, friends, it is 5 Question Friday, and as Rich said last week, he is out in Colorado enjoying the holiday, and so I'm taking over the reins again this week. So once again, Adam Collette with Atlas. I got my buddy here, Matt Palinski. So Matt knows the thumbs up real well. So Matt and I have been friends for 15 years or so, and
We're getting old. Can't believe it's been that long already.
And he's been here with Atlas. What is it? 5 months now?
Just about 5 months. Yeah, I think 5 months and 1 day. So
very nice. Not that you're counting.
Not that I'm counting. It's pretty easy to remember. The day after the Super Bowl. So that was a great day to have a first day at work.
Exactly. So. But it's been fun to have Matt with us here, just as a friend and a colleague, and he's just taken this recruiter role on really well. So super glad to have him. So just like Cash Cab, are you ready to play?
Let's do this.
All right, man.
All right.
So first question, and it stinks that I have background on you because it really makes it hard. But what is your favorite sports team?
Oh, I think that one's easy, and that would be the Kansas City Royals.
I mean, look at this stuff on his desk. I mean, every time he comes to talk to me, he's got another KC thing. I mean,
See what I got? I've got baseball cards at the desk. I've got you name it, Kansas City Royals all the way. So
that's and why is that? I mean, I know you're a baseball fan, but
huge baseball fan first off. But growing up, my dad was always a fan of George Brett, and so by default, I was a huge fan of George Brett.
Myself as well. Your dad must be a great guy.
I've got probably 100 of his baseball cards, and then of course, with the team these days, Alex Gordon, who plays left field for Kansas City. He's a Nebraska native, played at Nebraska, so it's pretty easy to follow and root for a hometown guy like that.
That's awesome. But I have to play devil's advocate. Question 1A is
boy, I know what it is.
Like back in the day, you were a Yankees fan,
Yeah.
and we had some pretty good rivalries. Like, what happened to that?
It's more of a Derek Jeter fan than anything, and any baseball fan out there can probably agree that Derek Jeter's the man and really an easy guy to root for. So
absolutely,
there are a lot of years where Kansas City was losing 100 games a season, so had to cheer for somebody in the playoffs.
Exactly. And other sports wise, what are your favorite teams?
Huge college football fan. Nebraska Cornhuskers. So hopefully we will return to glory one of these days soon. But other than that, fantasy football, I'm pretty big into that. I can't. I'm supposed to be a Redskins fan by default, but these days it's anybody that's scoring points for my fantasy football team.
That's awesome. And he has to say he's a North Carolina fan as well.
That too, yeah. I hate to bring that up.
I'm a big Duke fan, and so over the years we've had a lot of fun with the Duke Carolina series. So
yep.
Very very awesome, and hopefully one of these days we'll make it to a game.
Yeah,
together.
that would be a bucket list thing.
That would be for sure. So, question 2. I know you like to cook. And you're always sending me pictures of your food and all those things. What's your favorite dish to make your bride?
Oh, geez. We like searing steaks on a cast iron skillet on the grill. I don't think it gets much better than that when you get a nice charred crust on a good piece of meat.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And what if you're going to buy that, are you buying a filet? Are you buying a New York strip?
Geez, just depends on the mood. Pretty big ribeye guy. So,
okay.
If I see a good ribeye at the store, that's what I'm grabbing. But, I'm definitely not picky about my meats.
That's awesome. Question 3. If you could meet one person throughout history, who would that one person be and why?
Oh, geez, that's putting me on the spot right there. Geez, I don't know. I probably should pick somebody influential, but I'll go with my childhood idol for baseball with George Brett.
All right.
I've had a few chances to meet him, and kind of chickened out. I guess I got a little starstruck and afraid to go up and introduce myself. But
sure.
Maybe sitting and playing a round of golf with him and hearing some war stories from the road. That'd be a pretty cool guy to meet.
That absolutely, definitely would be on my bucket list as well. So, question 4. Best family vacation as a kid. You got in the car, you guys drove somewhere, you flew somewhere. What was your best vacation and why?
There were quite a few of them. One I guess probably really sticks out in my mind as I look in the map of places I've been that you can't see. It's behind the camera here. We took a family road trip up to Portland, Maine one summer. I can't even remember how long it took, probably a week and a half, but you stop in all these different places along the way and really gives you a chance to see the country and see what else is out there other than the cornfields here in Nebraska. So Portland, Maine in the summer is about as cool of a spot as you can get to. So I'd highly recommend any travelers looking for an assignment maybe try out Maine in the summer.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I've never been up in the Northeast, so definitely on my bucket list as well.
Just an awesome area to be.
Yeah, and last week I went out to Colorado, and it was just awesome to see a different part of the country. You're right. We have cornfields, and we love Nebraska. We love Omaha, and it's a great place to be. But just getting out and seeing different places of the country.
Good to see other places.
That's no doubt. So I think you know what question 5 is. I mean, we Rich and I have been kind of sticking to it, but what's your, if you could travel anywhere, one bucket place, where are you going and why?
That's another tough question just because there's so many places out there. I've had a sneaking suspicion I might be selected one of these days, so I've been trying to think about that. Do I have to pick just one?
One or two, maybe.
I would love to make it up to Alaska sometime. I know maybe this is a little corny, but I watch a lot of the Alaska shows on Discovery, and
guilty.
That just seems like a really cool place to visit, whether it's for a cruise or actually being able to go out and go hiking and really see what's out there. I think that would be amazing. And then of course I'd have to say the motherland, Warsaw, Poland. Would be a cool place to visit. I've heard a lot of great things. So if I got over to Poland, maybe we could do a little journey across Europe in general. But back to where it all started would be one of my bucket list destinations.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Very cool. Well, you survived. You survived Five Question Friday.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to tell your travelers or other people out there?
Hey, just thank you for all you do for us. We're working hard. I'm relatively new at this, so it's just been great. I've loved every day since I started here. So travelers are great to work with, and looking forward to continuing that momentum into the future.
Awesome. Well, guys, Matt's like you said, he's a little bit newer, but he gets it. He gets what's going down and how to take care of people and talk to people the right way, and just super excited to see what he can do here in the next couple years. So if you're new to the travel world and you're looking for somebody that can kind of walk you through the steps, Matt's your guy. But we'd love the chance to just get to know you and get you on the Atlas team. So
absolutely.
I hope everybody had a safe and happy 4th of July. We obviously got a couple extra hours out of the office as well, but we appreciate everybody getting their time cards in on a timely fashion,
Absolutely.
making it easy for the payroll department to get your paychecks in there today. And we just can't thank you enough for everything you do out there. So have a great weekend.